You know, like,
yeah,
I seen you on the Facebook.
yeah, I've seen you on a post on the Instagram.
Yeah, the Instagram, exactly. So for those of you that are on those, we cannot see your comments on Twitch, Periscope, and YouTube because we are able to see those on Facebook and on Instagram Live, which is under PGXMUSIC, if you should so like to join the conversation over there. This is sort of the pre-show.
The lobby, if you will.
Yeah, right.
Gamer lobby.
We're yes, hobby lobby. So yeah, but by the way, Dance Dance Revolution is my game. I'm bring that up in a minute. So I'm going to do the go live thing, and then I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do that one. I'm going to give it about 10 seconds.
And it begins.
We're going to count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, good day, everybody. Welcome to Fuck the Bullshit. Yes. I'm Paul Grundman, aka PGXMUSIC, and this is my guest, Spencer Hode. Good morning, Spencer.
Good morning, sir.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for stopping by.
How was your daughter's birthday last week?
It was incredible.
What
Wow,
did
we
you
haven't
do?
even prepped. We didn't. This is my prep. Trash in LA and something else. It was great. We're off and running.
Yeah.
I love this.
Trash. Are we talking people?
Well, no, wait.
What
Don't divert yet.
All right.
Thank you for joining us on
So
all
your
of
daughter
this.
is a year old.
My daughter is a year old. CL is her name, which is French for the sky.
Okay.
CIEL, and or like cielo if you're Italian or Latin roots. But yeah, it was great. Good morning to Jonas, and here mix this, my man. Hello, waving to you guys. People with discerning tastes, I should say, that know what they're doing. I'm glad to see them. Yeah, thanks
Sure.
thanks for the thumbs up,
Wave,
over
wave.
and the hearts, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, we have lots to get to, actually, but the funny thing is we were talking about the trash in LA and how much of it there is.
There seems to be quite a bit of it, and we're not talking individuals.
Oh, yes. Oh, hey, Natalie, or Natalia, I should say. And Angel B Designs by Aliens. Hey, what's up? Yeah, good to see you guys.
Not so much human trash,
Right.
but
No, there's just trash in LA.
garbage created by humans in the road.
There's
Like,
a lot
literally,
of...
I will see someone parking their car.
Right.
They'll open the door, put the cup noodles that's half finished on the ground,
Yes.
and back over it on their way to wherever.
Well, that's a responsible litterer. They're taking the cup of noodles out, putting it on the ground,
I
and
guess.
back over it so that's flattened. They're responsibly...
They can't roll around, is what you're saying.
Or maybe they don't even... I think it's a little bit
I
planned.
don't
but,
think they know. Yeah. I think that's giving them a lot of credit.
Yes, it is giving a lot of credit. And I want to say that we won't out any of you that are waving in, hey, David Cooper Claire on Instagram Live. We won't out you on Facebook unless you would make comments and you want to be known. People like to creep on Facebook. We cannot see your comments on Twitch, Periscope, or YouTube, but we can see you on the other two. Good morning there,
What's up,
Dylan.
Dylan?
Yeah. Hey. I don't know how that sounds.
Look, his comment came in after or before he joined. That's creepy.
Oh.
But if you are on one of the other formats and you want to see what we're looking at to talk to people, check out the Instagram.
Yeah,
because
Instagram feed.
It has the comments that we read probably
When we're
the
reading
most,
back to you,
and-
or if you Facebook Live, we will read those comments
yeah, if
back
somebody
to
chimes
everybody.
in on that, we'll talk to them. But
You are quick, and Celeste is here. Yes, sorry to interrupt you. So I want to say that the amount of trash we've got, we're going to only do 40 minutes on trash, right?
We're just in the lobby right now.
Yeah.
This isn't a real podcast yet.
We have started.
Webcast.
I did the intro.
Yeah, I know.
But you may be wondering, why the unicorn back here? Or can we tell that it's a unicorn? Maybe it's a majestic white
You can
horse with birds and a setting that's beautiful. This is the happy place you need to go to if you're having a rough week, because a lot of people are having a rough week. I call myself, I oscillate. I have quite a day.
Good and bad?
Well, I think it's the thing we've talked about with you guys a lot on here. Hey, what's up, Cliff? And Lee Morris. Nice to see you, brother. I think he's in LA. Aren't you always in LA? Why was I thinking he was in UK? Was he in, what was I?
I don't know. I had a question for Cliff, though. I heard yesterday another name for the Netherlands is just called Holland.
Well, we know about Holland, yes, of course. Today I learned my routing number is an American version of a BIC. Yes, wait, you mean this? What the fuck, unicorns? He's like, correct.
Oh, he says correct. Okay, so I should just be calling it that.
Enchanted Unicorn, Celeste says. Yeah, actually, I want to say something about that. The lucky unicorn. Okay, now, this isn't a unicorn, but it's sort of a... I don't have to explain jokes. I don't have to explain jokes.
That's the white horse, my friend. Okay?
Yeah, don't, you know...
If you're riding the white horse, it's been a good, maybe bad day.
Easy there. Easy there, big horse. Yeah. What I'm thinking is this. There's a lot of things to... Hey, what's up there, Pyro, in the Bronx? And we got somebody there, I can't read your name. S'mores. Good to have. And we're going to be in a little bit of a train of thought here, which has to do with a lot of things about acting as if, getting yourself and your mind right. And there was somebody on a podcast the other day that said, I use this technique where I count down from 5. Hey guys, I'm in the UK. If you're asking me that question, been a couple of weeks since I've been able to watch you guys, so apologies. Don't, Lee, you're too kind, my friend. You listen, we were offline last week. It was my daughter's birthday. No need to get wire transfer, give me fun. They said for BIC. I see what they're talking about. Yeah. Well, Dylan, please don't advertise. Well, of course you wouldn't, but Dylan.
Hey, Dylan, if you can send your routing number to us.
Well, actually,
Social Security number.
I have this guy who's not in Nigeria.
I can get your bank account details.
No, listen, it's not Nigeria, so so you can trust it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Jamaica.
I
much more trustworthy.
Real quick, and then I'll get to your.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nigerian scammers.
Yes, which we are.
I had a guy go through an email thread for weeks.
Oh, you were just taking him along?
Yeah.
You were just riding him?
It was a phony house rent.
By the way, I've also done this. I've also led on phony guys on text messaging for a long time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Put your baby to sleep. Please, Jonas. Catch you later, brother. We'll be here. 420 is my routing number.
There you go.
Oh, boy. What's that mean?
Good man.
Yeah.
No, so this guy and I went back and forth for probably 2 weeks about, I can't show you the apartment because I'm on my yacht in South Africa, but my...
Wait, you said that?
No, he said that.
Oh, he said he's on his yacht.
All this stuff, and I'm like, oh, well, how do I know you're real, So I started giving him fake name and stuff like that. So I told him my name... Well, if you watched Colbert Report, I told him my name was Donald Drumpf.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
He wrote in there Donald Drumpf in the lease. And
he made a lease. You were going to buy some. You were going to buy or
and
buy
then I made him sign it at the bottom and then take a picture next to it of him with the lease. So I got that.
Wow, you got the picture of the guy with the lease.
I'll find that, and we'll put this guy back here next week, okay?
That's okay, Natalia. It's fine. She's saying, I forgot about your daughter's birthday. Don't worry about it, guys.
Oh, it's all right. He forgot, too, so don't sweat it.
Yeah, right? Father of the year.
Yeah.
Interesting point.
Facebook had to remind him.
Yes, Facebook had to remind me that it was my daughter's birthday. That would be so sad. Man. But I want to say this also. When you have a baby in your life, you have to have the very first birthday, which is the 0.
Mm-hmm.
Our good friends came over with a 0, and they said, somebody did this for us.
To the hospital?
So I want to project this out to everybody. All right, you have to have Babies Dancing in a remix. But they brought a 0 over with a little cake or whatever, and they said, we're going to sing happy birthday to her for her first birthday is really the 0. And I was like, it is. That's the first year. And I thought, it's something to do for your friends that they just had a kid surprise them. Show up there. What's up, Hal? Hal's on Facebook saying, what's up? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, it was my baby girl's first year birthday, and that was last Wednesday. That was great. And I'm just saying that, like, if there's guys out there, and a lot of you guys out there are like, oh, I don't want to lose my identity. I don't want to, it's typical for the lady to feel more maternal and the guy to be like, we want to be great. Good to see you. Yeah, we want to be great providers, right? We want to be these guys who can put a roof over the head. We want to have a lot, and that's a lot of times what sort of slows us down from having kids. I know I could count myself as one of those people who kind of wanted to have a little more, success or wealth to provide, and people would always go, "You're never going to be ready. You're never going to have it." And I was like, "Yeah, but." So let me say this: there's 2 things that happen. Number one. Throw that out the window. What happens is a new fire is lit under your ass when you have a kid. Yeah. I mean, you're like, damn, I got to get some shit rolling.
Yeah.
And that is true.
This person can't work and bring in money either.
Right. And but the other thing is this. You think you know everything. I don't care how many drugs or meditation or whatever your brain has been fed before to take you outside of yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever mind-altering or prayer or meditative states you've been in. Dan Rogers, what's up, buddy? Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Dan Rogers, great artist on Facebook, is saying something there. So, and Dan, just so you know, we have a multiple platforms going, and we have other comments coming in from Instagram Live as well. the thing was that the moment that I did see this incredible form of life look me in the eyes, and it's not just it's not this like people go, oh, that's just because it's yours, it's personal. It goes way further than anything about ego or a little mini-me. The actual answer to the fucking universe occurs at that very moment. You're like, you could be, you know, searching for the answer to life, and it actually comes to you at that moment. Now, you may not be able to handle it. You may not be open for it, and perhaps you may avoid it. A lot of people get married, things like that, and they don't have this change that occurs. You have to actually prepare yourself a little, but things don't just hit you over the head. You do have to like do some work with your other that you're going to marry, and have to believe in this covenant that you're going to be, you know, creating together, and how powerful it is. And there will be a change if you are looking for it. And it actually opens you up to that. This thing that happened to me was life-altering beyond anything I'd ever experienced in my life. And it blew everything else that I thought I knew out the window. And I'm telling you that, like, it's still etched that moment in time. I could get a little weepy if I go deeper about this. But it was seriously like,
thing, you know?
I mean, man, I was just like, oh my God, I fucking realize why we're here.
I'm still at the point where when my friends are like, oh, we're going to have because I don't have kids.
You're a younger guy.
Younger than you.
Yeah.
When my friends are like, oh, yeah, we're going to have a kid.
You're like, fuck.
I'm still like, oh, shit. Like, what are you guys going to do?
Yeah. See, like, I was at that point where you're like, you know, is that a good thing? Like, this is usually let me be a little bit racial. It's usually a white thing when guys go, "Is that okay?" Because any other race, I'm telling you, I was like, "Oh, there's like it's mitzvah." It's like, you know, speaking of which, Happy New Year. But
Sure.
Any of the other communities, Black, Latin, you know, other community, everybody's they're so like inviting into the. It's just a cultural thing. And I love this episode. Bless you both, said Edith. And you know, so the thing is that I look into this girl's eyes. Of course, we had some failed attempts. There were some, you know, miscarriages, and that was very depressing for a few years there. We didn't think it was going to happen. And, you know, we went to the Pipeline Masters. We said, fuck this. Let's leave town. Let's go see Kelly Slater surf in one of the last contests he may ever surf. Went to Pipeline Masters, kept our schedule, quote unquote. And then she's like, I'm late in January. And I was like, bullshit, you know, and let's not get our hopes up here. You know, let's not get all, you know, and this does tie into this beautiful picture you see here. The thing is that, oh my God, I am going to fucking cry. I was like,
it's all right.
We really kind of wrote it off. We didn't think it was going to happen. Yeah. And when she said she was late, there was something else that was new about this feeling. And I just want to tell you guys that if you try to do this, if you try to have kids, if you've had failed attempts, this is a normal thing. A lot of people don't talk about it. It's a normal thing. Or if you think you're going to lose some sort of identity, your identity becomes crystallized. The new part, it's all good. And hey, what's up there? Yeah, Art by Vic over there. He knows what I'm talking about. The thing that happened was your character becomes crystallized at that point. It is this incredible moment where you actually realize who you are, and at the same time, that long road becomes to who you're developing yourself. But when she said she was late, and I said, you got to be kidding me, let's not get our hopes up, as the weeks progressed and as it went along, it was such a beautiful thing. You know, if you're not ready emotionally or psychologically, but there's a cerebral part that puts you off, you know, the other parts don't do it. But if you are like, I think I'm emotionally ready, then do it. Don't worry about the financial, all those other things, all those number things. The cerebral part isn't important. What's important is that you and your partner are ready for it, and you want to do it. What's up, Alex Vila? And so, in the end, it's not about, do I have enough money? Do I have enough this? It's about emotionally ready. Sure. You know, am I ready to bring another being into this world? And when you do that, and you're ready for it, and you look into this being's eyes, I mean, when I saw her come out, it was like, people go, oh my God, yeah. And you're just like, no, it ain't like that at all. It is not like that at all. And everybody goes, oh, I can't stand this. It's like, yes, I get it. You can't stand that. Whatever it is, be it, you know, changing diapers, ideas. That stuff has never bothered me, by the way. And I'm a guy's guy also. But let me tell you something. Open your heart, open your eyes, realize the connection that's going on there. And there's an opportunity for you to connect to life. And that's what this is. The happy place. And the tongue-in-cheek joke about this sort of unicorn white horse this is the kind of feeling I fucking had. when
Probably still have it.
I still have it every time she smiles and laughs at me. When I open the door, she goes, ah! And I'm just like, what the fuck? This is like, you know, I could be so tired. I could be so down. And she just freaking sees me, and it's like the most pure love you've ever experienced in your life. You can't put a price on that.
Yeah.
And so when I realized the meaning of life, people go, well, what is the meaning of life? I go, well, the reason why we're here is to fucking be here, number one, and to further the human race, number two.
Take care of each other.
This is not a thing that has to do with, yeah, it is a beautiful thing. It is. And if they grow up too fast, yeah, they grow up too fast, which they say little. I'm with you there. You know, I make this joke before, and I heard somebody like Jonathan Kiter, one of these guys, comedians, he said, yeah, but don't forget, between 13 and 25, they may grow to hate your guts. And I joke about that. We can keep it closer. What's up there, Velocity? 2 screens. Dylan's pulling in 2 screens.
Dylan's double fisting, man.
I gotta say something about Dylan's like the best new friend ever. Like I just like he came in talking a little S, and then he just became this great guy. He was already a great guy, but he just I've discovered many things. He's a very talented individual, and he's got a deep part to him. You know what? And talented at doing his memes. I've seen some stuff that was pretty revealing and sensational. I'll show you some.
Cool.
So listen. Anyway.
The takeaway.
It's okay if you're late, brother. We were just talking about trash in L.A. and this beautiful unicorn/white horse place that you want to get to in your life. And I know you and I. You're welcome, Dylan. I know a lot of you guys like know I like to rant, and you go, why so angry? I'm like, it's not angry. It's fuel. It's passion. I'm sorry, I'm just taking up all the airwaves here, but it is. Being there for the birth of another being. A lot of people want to just talk to the hand, whatever it is. Don't remind me. And I'm like, look. I waited a long time, and I just want to say that if you do find the right person to be with, and when you're at a place in life emotionally ready, it doesn't have to do with the numbers, but emotionally ready to do it, it will be a gift that keeps on giving. And I mean, I just can't believe that. And again, it's not a religious-based thing, even though I was married in the Catholic Church, blah, 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 and all that stuff. Yes, I have a lot of respect for people who are religious, and I have a lot of religious things in my life, but I take everything as sort of like a counterpart, like another part to my life that I include in my life. And so I want to say that for all you guys on the fence who have the right girl in your life, that you're thinking, oh, I just want to wait another year. I don't know if this is ready, if that's ready. It's like, dude, you're fucking
knock them up.
You're fucking ready. But do this, man. I mean,
that's what he's saying.
Do it with your wife or girlfriend. If you're, just tell them, be like, you know what, I'm ready. Do the conscious decision. Because you guys got to start as a team.
Yeah,
you guys
see too many. Again, I'm a little younger than Paul.
Bring it on.
I see people posting about Christmas time, Thanksgiving time, and like one individual in particular, they've got their, I guess it's this hand. They have their ring on.
I guess it's this hand. You're clearly not married.
No, I'm not. They have their ring
and the baby
new ring over the baby bump, and it's like, I said yes. Oh my God, so happy, stuff like that, and it's like. You guys have been together for 6 months. Baby's 4 months along.
Who was the person that said, oh, really?
I'm just saying, I think sometimes people end up not being ready. And then when they make that decision to, commit...
Listen, Cliff is going to get a little bit personal here. No.
Okay.
Cliff is not married. No,
the
thing is, it's different in Netherlands.
Here's what I'm saying. I would rather see a couple... not get married for the sake of
they were consciously ready. I would say more so than most. Actually,
traditional relationship.
Yeah. I would say they were either subconsciously or capable and ready. There's 2 parts. I mean, people accident this, that, and the other. Whatever. There's no accidents. You didn't wear a thing. You didn't have a thing. It happened.
In the oven. Yeah. Don't focus on planning the wedding.
Well, let's
focus
also
on planning the first couple years of the kid's life.
You're too rational because you don't realize that people need something to promote and have other people. So. It's simply like, look, nothing else is going on in my life.
Yeah.
He goes, ha, I knew it. Edith is going to slap me again. Listen, Edith, it's cool. When he comes to town, I'll make sure he's going to get a fucking ring. It's not my job. You know what? It's going to be all him. Okay, so...
I'd rather you guys take care of your kid well than try to look like...
World's best backpedaling ever. What?
No, I'm saying I'd rather them take care of their kid well than try to put on the whole...
the airs of
let's
whatever.
Catch up. We want to be married when the baby comes,
Yeah, you know what? There's a certain amount of tradition to that stuff. There's a certain amount of reality to it that's nice to show for the kids. But if they have 2 parents that are intact, that's the number one thing. 2 parents intact.
That's the best thing you could ask for.
Yes.
Probably.
Whether they're same sex or not, we got to be all inclusive so that because of my 100,000 people that follow me on Twitch.
Sure, yeah.
Because I'm a Dance Revolution pro now.
So tell me about this. You took this up recently?
No, it's about as realistically serious as is on my Facebook profile. It says that I speak White Russian fluently and that I went to the school in Bora Bora for the College of Sarcasm.
Oh, okay.
All of those things are exactly as real as... I cannot be serious! Google Images, Paul Grundman, these sexy studio pics. Oh, boy. I have no idea what's in there. I don't know. I don't Google myself. I'm afraid to know what other things have maybe...
You haven't been playing DDR?
I don't even know what that is.
Dance Dance Revolution?
Oh, I have. Yes, sorry.
You have been playing it. You go to Dave & Buster's to play it?
I can't answer that. There's a certain lawsuit. I may have said too much.
Okay.
Sure. Anyway, with that in mind, we'll get back to that next week.
Yeah, I'm curious.
But thanks for laughing, by the way, guys over there. You guys know that. Hello, EDM blogger. What's up? And I am seeing the laughs. We really do like the laughs because we're not sure if it's funny or just to us.
Yep.
This thing right here, this unicorn, a lot of people want to be happy. They say happy, and I say, no. You want to be fulfilled. You guys have heard me. You've heard me say this before, maybe. But I just want to be happy, and it's like, had amazing songs. Of course it did, Dylan. Dance Dance Revolution does have amazing songs. Did have. One of my favorite images is about, look at these people. Just the adoration is so lovable. I mean,
definitely.
And people like Gary Vee say things like, likes are supposed to fulfill you, and it's true. They're not supposed to. And you guys know I would do this for free. I mean, it is free, but I'm saying I would do this with one person listening. I would just talk to you.
Yeah, we do that
for an hour. We just basically take the camera and turn it on ourselves.
Yeah. Like, hey, you want to kick it on Wednesday?
Basically.
Instead of call me?
Basically. Now I have a very serious relation with my bike. Oh my God. Whoa, boy. Yeah, you know what? Let me tell you something. Spin cycle, ladies. Anyway, so the thing is, whoa, that's a totally different, but I do want to tell you guys that there's a lot of things people are doing. This is a theme that we keep coming back to. Safi, hello.
What's up, Safi?
It's good to see you. This is a theme that we come back to a lot on the show, which has to do with kind of like reigniting, recommitting, to your certain purposes, things that get you down, and why do they get you down, and when you're in a weak spot, don't scroll at night, that kind of stuff. You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And if you want to be this, the happiness part actually comes already. Now you got to go, but I'm not a happy guy. I'm depressed. I want to be happy. But if I do this, it'll make me happy or fulfilled. The fulfillment part is actually alternate to the happy part. And if you just act as if, everybody, if you sit around there and you find yourself ruminating, you go, why am I doing this? This is the technique, was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm happy. Now, I know I didn't come up with this. Somebody else did. This is a lady who's got a technique. It gets your mind into this sort of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing. I love this thing. I'm just sharing it because I heard it on another podcast. It was a technique that makes you kind of align yourself, kind of gets your mind right. It's kind of like when you aim before you fire, all of the brain waves settle. They say when you're a marksman, all of the brain waves settle. It's just like before you hit a golf ball, before you catch a wave surfing, you're in the most zen state you can be in. And that is why I tell people to find that golfing, surfing thing that you do. Even target practice can be a very zen thing because what you do is it takes all your brain waves in the EKG, EEG, whatever scan. They actually are all fluttering around. And then right before that firing occurs, they all solidify and that zen moment occurs. So if you can think about something that you can do in your life that will create that zen moment, what happens is instead of putting out, and ruminating, your brain takes a freaking break and it says thank you. And the dopamine, or whatever it is that occurs, the natural endorphins occur, and your body goes, hey, thanks for stop freaking out. Thanks for stopping freaking out for a minute. So find a place to do that. Oh, I can't. I do this. Look, you don't have a choice if you want to have a certain amount of peace in your life. Now, the happy part is about gratitude and figuring out what it is you do have. You might go, you were talking about some things you see out your window, and then that wasn't pissing you off in the sense of, I have a bad life. It was just, wow, look at people, look at society, look at people littering on the grounds that we live in. That's just a matter of, we have stuff to rant about, right? But when we're talking about being happy, we're talking about doing something that actually is more about a state of mind and how do you get there.
What up, Snaps?
Snaps of life, that's Edith. So
just in time.
Yeah, just in time. Yeah, so the thing is, you have to just tell yourself, I want to be a happy person. And this sounds really freaking cheesy, super new agey, I don't know what you want to call it, but you actually have to just turn it around by telling yourself. And if this sounds like, oh, that sounds so easy, it'll never work. Guess what? There's a guy who's a comedian, really funny guy. He's like, I spend about 20 minutes a day in the morning telling myself a bunch of affirmations that I absolutely do not believe. But by doing it, it gets my brain in a
Into that
certain
state.
process
Yeah.
of believing these words. You actually have to sometimes kick your freaking self-start. What I do is I rarely have these depressing days where I'm just actually depressed.
Mhm.
And or when it usually happens when I'm sick because I'm like, I want to do stuff.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I can't do them. And I feel like helpless. So I just go, I give in and I just like put on an episode of Family Guy or something and I start laughing. And I go, oh, that's right. Life is about laughing.
Yeah.
It kind of is. That's why we say what we say. What's going on over here? Oh, wow, 3 other people. I think this is where a lot of people jumped in. Hello, everybody joining new. We can't read all your names, but thank you for dropping in. If you want to be truly happy, you have to understand that the program we have been brought into has nothing to do with our internal happiness. If you can speculate the two. Sorry, it's hard to read. Oh, you will conquer the world. Tune Mood, my man there in the valley. Again, I want to say this is absolutely true. Everybody around the world who's watching right now, I think, he said
Separate.
he tried to correct his autocorrect, but he wrote spirate. So, thank you for that insight, and that is very true. And thanks for everybody around the world. I mean, we have people in the Netherlands right now. We have people in Holland. We have people around the world. Holland. Joining all around the USA as well as Mexico City. Charlie dropped in there. And don't worry there. Thanks for even being a part of it, man. You know, I'm really stoked. We have a lot in common, this guy. But I want to say, if you are in a place where you find yourself, it's first of all, a lot of people are on autopilot out there around the world. A lot of you guys are like just going, oh, we're on autopilot. We don't know the difference between whether I'm happy or not. I'm just in this sort of like regimen. And when you're in a sort of habit, time passes very fast, everybody. Hello, Deborah, saying hello from Facebook there. When you're doing that in a certain sort of autopilot way, the thing that happens is that time passes very fast and you get old pretty fast. And you kind of go, where did the time go? Now, that happens anyway, by the way, everybody, if you're younger and you're wondering out when's it going to end.
Yeah.
You have to actually force yourself to do something different.
It goes faster every year.
It does every year.
We've talked about this, but it's because of your perspective on it.
I can heavily relate to the brain fog. Yes, you can.
Yes, sir.
By the way, it's 10:28.
That's because your routing number.
Yeah, your routing number is 420. That's why. Yeah, true words. Thank you very much, EDM Blogger. I want to say this. You know, you have to actually enforce upon yourself. You have to be your own police. You can be a workaholic like me and get overworked and be bummed out and be like, why am I so this way? You have to be your own traffic cop. You have to actually go, I'm scheduling time to do something for me. Now, for me, it's surfing. And I do that. He's laughing. And, you know, for me, it's surfing because that's something that actually gets me out of my head. I get away from people. I'm communing with nature. And it's all physical fitness, and there's a lot of risking involved, a lot of scary moments, a lot of technique involved, but there's also this incredible flood of euphoria that occurs as well.
That's the type of shit that gets you out of your thought process.
Is that an American thing, Paul?
Right.
Seems like it's all bigger and better over there.
What is bigger?
You have to we're a few minutes behind there. So,
just can you restate? Sorry.
You mean like maybe being a workaholic, perhaps? The thing is, well, you get 2 fucking months in Europe.
Yeah.
And you
apparently we work more than other people do.
Well, that's why we're number 1. Anyway, the thing is, Paul, you're always bringing a smile on my face. Wish I had your energy. Well, listen, you can have the energy that I have. How to travel to USA, because nowadays USA government can't give us permission. We'll get you in here.
Our government's in a bit of a
bigger house. Worry about the bigger house thing. Yeah. Well, no, it's just bigger cup holders. You know, they always do that for us. Here's the thing.
I heard Ford was going to quit making sedans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Focus on trucks.
Yeah, they should. I want a diesel hybrid minivan. No,
lift on it.
Minivan. Whoops. Max those credit cards. Well, there's bigger career. Yeah, well, careers.
I think over here, we definitely do tend to focus on material things. It's sort of a badge of success, if you will.
Well, here's something else. For me, it's a personal thing that I have other things I need to do within the confines of the house, and if I give up the other room that I have, I can't have a home studio. I work from home, and I can't do it when that's there. So I want to give it to her, and then I'll work over here or remotely. But there are things that we want to do, like, you know, there are things that you want to have, like you want to have a garage, you want to be a guy and tool and stuff. Those are desires. They're not needs. They're wants. I agree. All I've said is that I want to have a house by the time my daughter knows that she needs her own room. That's my whole thing.
Yeah, that's perfect.
By the time she knows she needs a friggin' room, hello to everybody.
Lots of people coming in.
Yeah, a lot of people coming in. By the time she knows she needs her own room, that's when I want to have the house.
And ideally, you'd like for her to have her own bathroom, potentially.
Well, sure.
Maybe not for the first couple of
I
years.
can't wait when she puts the knock before entering thing. Or is that a guy thing? I don't know. But anyway, so I want to tell you, you wish you had my energy. Coming back to you on that question, you can have any of the energies that either of us possess by telling yourself, I would like to be more. Oh, thank you for all the hearts, everybody. I'd like to tell you the thumbs up for that.
Yeah.
And what's up there? Alev and Khan. Thank you so much. Netherlands also. Khan, hello. You can have any of the energy that you think that I possess by telling yourself, well, first of all, you have to find out where are the places that you want to put back into the well that's empty. And so you can have this white horse unicorn lifestyle.
Yeah, ride the white horse.
Don't ride the white horse figuratively, but literally. Or literally.
I don't know.
Literally ride the white horse. We need to get on one.
Look, I feel like
you can travel to USA. Yeah. It's hard, but you can also travel to Canada, which is kind of like USA light.
Maybe even better. Dare I say?
I would say travel to anywhere you can. Walk across the border.
Head to Toronto or Vancouver.
Look, just don't come over with a,
Just
don't put an alarm clock.
Don't come to LA and litter here.
Don't litter here. Don't take an alarm clock and strap it to a box with a red and a blue wire coiled in with a bunch of batteries stuck together. Don't do that when you're trying to come over. That's no good.
No.
Or strap it to your abdomen. USA Light, he laughed at that one. So...
so to get energies, I don't know.
First of all, find out what's sucking the energy out of you and try to partition an area to put that back into the well. You're living in the valley and you can't go anywhere. Go to freaking Westlake and go hang out at that lake over there and just take some time for yourself and walk around there and ruminate. Let your mind actually relax. Corolla used to always say, put on some classical music, and take a walk. I'm not kidding you. Do that. Even if you hate classical music, find some Baroque, something that's very Christmassy.
Yeah, all you guys who are making hits in your studio, all right?
Big air quotes!
Everybody whose caption says making hits.
Yes.
Hits all day. Nothing but hits.
If you have them.
Of those types of hashtags. How long has Mozart been around?
Was he around? Well, yeah.
Hundreds of years.
Yes.
Still dominates the classical charts.
I say dominates the classical charts. Yeah, you want to talk about like a hit maker. Yeah, but you could say it's a sort of like disco. It kind of like ended. But the thing is,
I don't know.
Mozart's like disco. Only on this show can I compare Mozart to disco. Now, you guys know that I will talk about technical stuff anytime you have those specific questions. And hello to all those. That's how I start my day. Good for you, buddy. So the funny thing, if you ain't ready.
Dylan's on both formats.
I love Dylan. Dylan's this. Dylan.
Yeah.
Where are all these people coming from?
Dude, I know. I think the.
Well, actually, I have a friend of mine who posts, "Hey, log in and check it out if you don't like it. Get the F out." So that's why it drops down so fast.
Okay.
Don't
like it.
Yeah, they don't like it. No, but
so you're saying earlier there's a difference between fulfillment and happiness.
Yes? Thank you. This is why we have you
as co-host.
Yes, this
or
is
something.
This is a way to do it. Thanks, bro.
So.
Let's talk about that.
I can be happy, but
and not be fulfilled.
Maybe I'm just on vacation.
Well, that's what I used to say when I was doing drugs.
I'm going to be very happy. I'm going to be very happy, but I've noticed this more and more, probably within the last 2 years. If I'm not working on music stuff, work essentially,
it's unfulfilling.
I'm just like, it doesn't even matter if I feel like a happy person.
Yeah.
I would rather be manic almost and working 18-hour days for a week.
Man, you're hitting on something so
and just cranking on stuff.
I haven't
because
tracked,
it feels good. It feels good for me to wake up, work all day until I fall asleep.
Right. Oh wow.
And laying in bed like the last couple minutes before I'm falling asleep, I'm just like, wow, I fucking slayed today.
Right.
I can't wait to go and do that the next day. And those types of days don't happen that often.
Right.
When it's like back to back work days.
Well, yeah, you do have a fuse that will eventually run out.
You got to take the weekend or something. Or Sunday,
you got to take a break.
Sunday, you go and hike or whatever. But when those are the hours, and I'm able to work that much on shit that I feel fulfilled by, that's when I'm like really resonating on the right frequency. I feel like.
Well, the thing is like Celeste and my wife we've been very fulfilled by our daughter. We're talking about this. But I know there's that part of music that we haven't done together, because together Celeste and I started our lives, making music together.
Yeah.
And
you were the original groupie. Right?
Yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah.
Well, I put it this way: my wife.
It was a groupie.
It wasn't like I married a girl that I liked, and then I found out she was a singer, so I push her. That's what the Hollywood thing is. Like I would have to push her. Like I didn't talk about her that way because she was my artist. Because in Hollywood, it's like, oh, it's your wife. Like it's not like it wasn't like that. It was like they went after me to be a drummer for the band, and I sampled the music, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh my god, I love this voice, and I love this what she's writing. This is incredible music. I'm going to give up all my other bands. It was original. My point is that I gave up I stopped being a slut drummer, and when I focused on her, and it wasn't until a few years later that we actually connected on another level, and so that just blossomed a whole other part of the world to me.
Yeah, you guys have a new collaboration.
We do have some
What's her name?
in the work. Well, Celeste and I are in.
No, your baby.
Well, CL. We have a new collaboration with CL. A side note, me and Edith are watching the show on our phones, and we are like 4 feet away. Love you guys for doing that. Thank you up there in the Netherlands. I love that. It's so cute.
Up in Holland.
Up in Holla. And how do you do that? No. So we're going to
Holland.
Yeah, with Safi's all she's absolutely awesome, so it's good for you. No, I agree. Thank you, Natalia. She's met CL. No, what I was saying is that we actually do have a collaboration. I've actually been really working hard on prepping these collaborations, so I have something with Roger Shaw. Hopefully, he's a trance guy. Hopefully, we'll be on his Magical Island. See this Magical Island CD number 9. I think we're going to do a collaboration with one of my favorite DJs of all time. Her name is Christina Sky. SKY.
Now there is someone who rides the white horse.
She is incredible, dude. Let me tell you something, and I mean it with all my heart. I mean, she's just like one of the greatest DJs I've ever seen. And as he put it, and I'm going to bring up Cliff right after.
Yeah.
The thing is that she will, even when she's opening, she puts so much work and so much time into her sets. Cliff is the other guy that I've been collaborating with for years on different projects.
Yeah.
He does a lot of stuff up in Netherlands. But we're going to do something with Celeste and
Cliff
him.
Slays, man.
Well, no, Cliff is actually coming into town and staying with me in in early November, I think. And we're going to finish off a couple tracks.
Sick.
Just kidding. Germany sucks. Oh, my God. I don't even know what's going on over there. Yeah. No. Wait. It's like Germany Light. Oh, Germany Light. That's very funny. Oh, wow. That's funny. She's doing the thing with the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Germany Light. That's very funny.
I like that.
Wow. I ask everybody, in the 80s, the U.S., and why am I going all around the world? Because this is funny. In the 80s, we had all these Polish jokes, but I don't know why. Like, there's no, like, you furrowed your brow. Like, it's so old. It never caught on. He didn't even know that. We had joke books with Polish jokes, and I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? It doesn't make sense, does it? And so I asked Poland, I asked Natalia, and I said, who's your Poland? Who do you guys bag on? And they mentioned a couple countries. I asked somebody in Texas, hey, Texas, who do you bag on?
Cali.
No.
Oh.
Kentucky. Oh, yes.
How?
Oh, yes.
How?
It's on.
How?
What do you mean? Damn, that's
parallels,
fucking...
The parallels.
Oh, do not say that.
No?
That's like saying Irish and English. What's different?
I think there's a lot of...
Y'all look the same.
A lot of parallels between...
Listen,
Texas
that's the whole point, ladies and gentlemen. That is the whole point. Because in Texas, they see all the differences that you don't see. But
I guess. Well, I've heard...
80s slow clap, ladies and gentlemen.
Dylan from Kentucky. Okay, maybe he can shed some light.
That's why I'm laughing, Dylan, because I knew you were from Kentucky, and I was holding off on that because I have had the best time with my Arkansas, Kentucky. A lot of you guys don't know this, but I've dealt with people in almost every Midwestern state, and I know the differences. But the funny thing is, they're not differences that are lower. It's just something that lets them talk shit about each other with, Yeah, so what we do in NorCal, we got Northern California, Central California, Southern California. Is there really a difference between the three? Not really. But are there assholes in every zip code? Yes.
And people are very shady about each other. Like, I heard a person who's running for a House of Representatives seat in Texas recently say, a lot of people want Texas to be like California. They want to get the tofu here and their dyed hair. And it's like, this is a person
and that's great.
This is a person,
I like that joke.
This is a person who ran for president, by the way. I don't know if we want that, but I'll tell you, if you're ever on a tour bus going from one place to another, and the driver is asking questions. Hey, where are you all from? The first person you'll hear to stand up and say where the fuck they're from, Texas.
Well, I love that.
They love to say where they're from.
And a lot of people like to. The pride is great, and I love laughing at this. Buzz it out. Yeah, here's something I want to say, everybody. Kentucky does make the greatest whiskey from all time. We know that, but I'm saying if you picked a random phone number and just called it in any state. You call anybody in Arkansas, Kentucky, Texas, pretty much too. You're going to get somebody who's pretty pleasant on the phone. Atlanta and Georgia. It's true.
Yeah.
And
Southern hospitality.
How do I know this? Because I used to do fundraising for nonprofit organizations in almost every Midwestern state. And it was, kind of rough because you're like, oh shit. But you know what's the hardest place? Fucking LA.
Oh yeah.
So fuck this place. That's what I say. No, I love this place. I grew up here. It's home. But yes,
it's also brutal here.
It is brutal. You can dial any number; they'll probably won't speak English. And I mean that truly. If you dial a random number, it's normally going to be
hello.
It's very
Fuck
hard.
You.
Yeah, right. Well, here's what I do now because I know how it works. It's like if I answer and I don't hear anything for about 0.85 seconds, I just hang up.
Yeah,
because I know it takes them about a second and a half to But the thing is, I love LA too. Yeah, no, look, we have a lot of barbed wire on the freeway signs and graffiti everywhere in other places. And that should tell you something about what it is. It's the vibe. Listen, I don't live in the city because it's rough. It's just, it drains my soul. I do so much work that the city will drain the rest of it. I live towards the coast because that's the reason. I was getting somewhere and I forgot where it was. And I feel bad about it, but I want to say this. Oh, I get it now. Every place in the world has a Poland, and I'm saying this because in the 80s there were these joke books called Truly Tasteless Jokes, and they were the things that if you were to read them today, people would say, oh, that's inflammatory, how dare you, I'm outraged, but they're not really outraged. Everybody needs to lighten up and figure out that 51% of a particular group do something. It's funny to laugh at. It's nothing that I want to. There's no superiority complex. I don't have it. Look, if you want to take the race card, there's a lot of silly things about every single race out there that we should be able to laugh at, and that's what comedy is. And that's why I love, you remember that, Zab Spencer coming in, totally tasteless jokes, actually had the entire volume. The thing is that we didn't, okay, there was a period of time where it was a little bit insensitive. I will agree with that. There was insensitivity to a lot of racially things. I mean, you could look at the 80s commercials and just like, holy shit, I can't believe that flew. But the thing is that also we didn't take ourselves so seriously to the point where we thought there were targets on our backs from everybody else. And the moment that you start thinking there's a target on your back, you can make every target appear. And I'm telling you this because when I was insecure and I had
confirmation bias, right? Is that what it's called?
It's being spammed. Oh, sorry, Dylan. George Spitz, what's up, buddy? We Tune Girl, hey, what's up? I just want to say this. Everybody has a place that they like to bag on because they like to feel a little bit better about themselves. But the funny thing is, yes, there's that whole like, you're not better than anybody. Yes, I get it. People just have to have somebody to rag on a little bit, okay? And if we eliminate that, we're not going to have some of that little outlet that we have. The guys have this a little bit more. We have an alpha sort of technique where we're like, what's up? Yeah, we have a little more technique where we have to do a little more rough and tumble, have the run to the neighborhood, which I was, beat up on that guy. That happens, and bullying happens to kids normally. But if you're like emotionally weak, or I should say, challenged for chemically, it's going to be something that it could be anything that sets you off, and you have to get some help. And I would definitely tell people out there who do listen to this that feel like they are being crowded in on all walls and that I'm being insensitive or something. Well, you have an issue that needs to be addressed then, because we are built to be able to take on a lot more than a lot of people would believe us to mention. I mean, a lot of people will say, you're a delicate snowflake kind of thing. And I mean this with all due respect, that we're being built up to be so weak now that we can't handle anything anymore. And it's like, no, we're supposed to be able to handle a lot of this stuff. And actually, there's not a lot of mean-spirited people out there. There's a lot of people who like to make comedy and a lot of jokes that are not mean-spirited. It's about knowing that. Find yourself in a life-threatening situation with someone of color, place, or country.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know what's funny about that one? It was at 10:44. We're going to be done in a minute here because we're doing the rule info. I can't. The rule info school was don't dish out what you can't take. You know what's funny? A lot of people can't take a lot of stuff that they dish out, and this is an interesting thing.
Yeah. I can think of one person.
Yeah. Well, next one. Yeah, I can't take shit. No, but no. I mean, here's the thing. We should put you on the couch and do a little steno
this
pad.
Guy who's on TV a lot.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. Let's say this, everybody.
He's on Twitter.
I am a 0% political compass. I have like, I'm a middle of the road guy. I go pragmatic over anything.
It's okay to think about every situation.
It is okay to think
Instead
about
of
it
just
and
be
just
like,
where it comes from. Instead of where
I
it comes
have
from.
to do this because my affiliation says so.
Yeah.
You know?
I think we're both on the same page there where it's like we don't have a party, we don't subscribe to a club, so therefore we have to say something because the club says it.
But
we have open minds.
Go and get registered to vote.
Not the info. Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's listen.
For real.
I'm going to put the in info. I don't know what that means. Thank you for that, Zab Spencer. Guys, it's the spirit of where your head is at, not the words that come out. And I think Dylan told me this. I'm going to end with a Dylan comment yesterday. He said to me, oh, no, Dylan, I'm sorry. Pardon me. Another person that I spoke to that was on tech support. This happens a lot. Tech support people become friends of mine. I can't imagine why. Is it rough? This is what happened. The guy says, I don't even have a Twitter account. I was like, really? He's a 25-year-old guy. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, that's impressive in a way. And he goes, no, you know, listen, you can't possibly fully understand where somebody's coming from with 140 characters or 240 or whatever it is. There's no way to really glean where that energy is coming from. Words can't truly encompass what I'm like, you're so deep to get that far in your mind. You're actually allowing people to have... People are so ready to pounce on other people. And that's what I hate. We're developing a society of tattletales. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, what do you get out of this, really? You know, you don't have to... Now, you can be a creative dramatizer or satirist or whatever. Doing what Dylan does is awesome. But that's a different technique, and that's an art form. I'm talking about people who are just like, nah, I'm telling you. Like, F that. Calm down, everybody.
I think there's a lot less... or there's a lot more just social interaction now that's not face-to-face.
Yes, so they feel sort of protected.
Because, yeah, people love
what are you going to get from it? Yeah.
People love to talk shit in the Call of Duty lobby. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's the same idea.
Again, we're doing the Corolla thing. If it's not going to make you money or make you happy, put it down. And that means fulfilled. So this whole day was about being fulfilled and being happy. Guys, I want you guys to... This sounds like I'm such a Tony Robbins thing, but I won't take your money for it. That's how you know it's real. And not that he isn't, but I'm just saying, from me, from my heart, force yourself to actually tell yourself you're going to be happy. Like, literally, like, do that. That's going to be a state of mind. Do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing. Like literally, like, count down from 5 and then tell yourself you're going to do something. And then watch how you will actually do it. And number 3, carve out some time for yourself to recharge if you're overworked, because I know a lot of you guys are, and stop scrolling the feed and feeling lesser than. I know when I'm not doing good, man, when I feel like, oh, why am I feeling lesser than? Stop it. Just get off. And go find somebody who's a motivational kind of personality. And listen, find out what makes you, fulfilled. And it's okay to have a couple guilty pleasures, but don't bury your face in a vat of ice cream thinking that's going to do it, because it's not going to do it. I can tell you from my own experience. Yeah, I can tell you from a lifetime on the hips, right? It's taken me so many months to just cut a few freaking kilos, and it's like, so I say kilos is for using in Europe. Is a lot of work.
That's how we trade heroin over here.
That is how we trade heroin. Fact is,
bigger and better.
All the Ponga boats that come up from Mexico, that's my doing.
Yeah.
So everybody, we have to end early because my father has a session in this room today at 11. This is my session this morning, and I have to do some other fixes on some stuff. So I want to thank all of you guys from the bottom of my heart, and we really,
thank you for watching.
Namaste, omakase, Heiderschlager Hoden.
I like the people. I like the people interact too. I like that you guys put comments in there. And
kind of like forcing a smile. It does if you do it long enough. So we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts, from me and from Spencer here. We really appreciate you guys being around, being a part of this. We love you too, and all of the things that we say and we feel are absolutely real, and nobody is paying us to do it. And if we got paid, we'd still tell you. So thank you guys. We want you guys to have a great week. We want you to go on and do great things.
Take this energy from this podcast.
Yes.
Live it.
Live it.
Bring it to your community wherever you are.
Fuck the bullshit.
Right? Bullshit detected. Take precautions.
If you detect bullshit and you feel it in your soul, just separate yourself from that cancer.
Yeah.
I'm Paul Grundman. This is Spencer Hode. And we say,
fuck the bullshit.
Fuck the bullshit. Thanks, everybody. There we go. We got to end this right. I know. Yeah, look at everybody there.
Can't fucking press it.
I know. What'd they say?
Boom.
There we go. I'm going to stop this here. End that one. Thanks, guys. And then we're going to end you all over here.